Hi friends, I'm here to do a little yoga with you because a little yoga is always better than no yoga. I spent some time in the garden today and I'm so sore, so I'm going to do what's going to feel good for me, and in case you've been gardening, it might feel good for you as well. So let's start sitting. If you have something to sit on, a blanket or cushion or block, you might grab that. And we'll just take a couple moments with eyes closed. And start to slow down your breath. You might use your inhale to sit a little taller, feeling the rib cage expand and the torso becoming more spacious. And as you exhale, see if you can follow your out-breath all the way down, feeling what's touching the floor. And just releasing any unnecessary effort. And you can let your eyes open. Feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's begin with eagle arms. We're going to cross one elbow on top of the other. Put a little pressure between the arms as if you're trying to pull them apart. If you can't hook your elbows or if you can't hook your hands, you could instead interlace your fingers and get the same effect between the shoulder blades. And here, feel free to move around a little bit, maybe a little curve forward or arch back, or just a little movement might help you find the places that feel interesting or useful here. Notice which arm is on top, release, take a couple gentle swings, and then bring the other arm on top. Again, a little pressure between the elbows as if you're trying to pull them apart, spreading the upper back. And then release, a couple gentle swings. And let's bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising up. And then release, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, and then drop your right ear over to right shoulder and press down through both shoulders, looking for a stretch on left side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest, go over to the other side, pressing down through the right shoulder this time, looking for a stretch on right side. And then a couple of half circles. Rotate chin to chest and over to the first side. And go back and forth a few times. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Let's release the arms, head floats back up. Again, hands to the floor behind you, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the heart. Let's release, hands to knees, round back. And then roll your way way back up. Let's give the forearms a little rub. So just take one hand and work your way from your elbow to your wrist and back again a few times. Do both sides. Keeping breath deep. And then another way we might massage the forearms is to lean one forearm on the floor and use the other one to kind of rake across it. You can try both sides. And do the other arm. Just kind of one forearm massaging the other. Oh. And then let's come into a pigeon pose on the right side. So we're going to bring the right knee towards the front of the mat and scoot the left leg towards the back of the mat. And you can see if some support would be useful for you here, something under the hip or chest or forehead. Relaxing towards the floor. Nice, slow, steady breath. Let's bring the upper body back up, and then I'm going to use one of my elbows to massage one of my feet. So you can experiment and see how this works for you, finding what's interesting. You might try getting into the calf muscle as well. Just exploring. If you find a nice pressure point, you might hang out there a little bit. Let's release and go to pigeon pose on the other side. And you can transition however you like. I'm going to come up through down dog and take a little stretch there. You might just lean to one hip or transition in some other way. When you're ready, bring the left knee forward. Scoot back through the right leg. Find the angle that suits you, the support that might be useful. Letting go. Each time you exhale, see, is there something else that you might release? Can you relax your face, your jaw, your shoulders? Bring the upper body back up, and then using one elbow to give a little massage to your foot. Experimenting, exploring, maybe the calf. If you find a place that's interesting, you could hold it with steady pressure for a few moments. Let's release this side. If you'd like to come up through down dog to stretch out the backs of the legs, you could. You can also just lean over onto one hip. Let's make our way to our backs. So you can bring your knees to your chest. Take a little circle or rock with the knees. And this can be a nice massage for the lower back and sacrum. Feel what's touching the floor as you move your knees. And if there's a place that could use a little pressure, you might rock back and forth on that place. Let's take happy baby. We're going to grab the soles of the feet on the inside. Press the knees towards the floor. And this can be done in stillness, but you could also rock around a little bit, kind of rocking side to side or letting the hips come up and down. You're welcome to keep both knees bent, or you might straighten the legs part way or all the way. One at a time or together. And then release, knees back to chest. Again, take a nice circle. Let's grab hold of just the right knee and drop the left leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then take it across. Spinal twist. Can open out through the right arm. And in each of these positions, if you want to work with a little self-massage, I sometimes like to take my fingertips and rake through my ribs, just bringing some sensation. And then release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in for a moment. Grab hold of the left knee, drop the right leg long, and then take it across. Spinal twist, other side. You might rake your ribs with your fingers if that felt good or interesting. And then release. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. And then take the soles of the feet together, grab the ankles, and just bring them in as close as you can. They may be far. Some of you might be able to take them in closer, but just working with your body, hugging them in as close as you're able. And then send your legs up towards the ceiling, just as straight and high as you can. So if it's too intense, a little bend in the knee could be good. And if you're more flexible, you can even hug them closer towards the chest. And let's flex and point the feet a few times. Circle your ankles a couple times in both directions. And then release the legs down. You can stretch the legs long, maybe let the ankles flop in and out a few times, and then let the legs fall where they're most relaxed. Let's interlace fingers behind the head. Lift the chin to the chest. As if someone else were holding your head, just letting your head rest into your hands. And then place the head a little further away from your body. Nice long spine. We'll take the palms and rub them together, getting some heat and energy in the hands. And then place the palms over the eyes, sealing out the light and encouraging your eyes to not only close, but really relax back. If you spend a lot of time looking at a screen or looking close up, eye muscles can get pretty overworked, and a little break like this, covering the eyes with the palms, can be very nice for tired eye muscles. You can give a quick little facial massage, maybe rubbing the temples, the forehead, the jaw. Could give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. Maybe a little squeeze to your shoulders and neck. And just check in with the rest of your body. Is there anything else that's needed before you settle into a nice rest? If there's anything you need to do to be more comfortable, take your time. And then when you're ready, really let go, letting the weight of your body drop back, letting go of any control of your breath. You can gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, move your wrists and ankles, and let your head rock side to side. As you're ready, take your arms overhead and stretch out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. And use your hands to help you back up to sitting. We'll take hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for practicing with me. Have a good rest of your day.